So Xontogeny, and the reason I started it was I felt that early drug development and the way startups are financed can be inefficient. A lot of times you're seeing very large Series A rounds, and those monies are deployed to build big teams. Sometimes there's lab space attached. And a lot of that is to attract other investors that maybe they take the company public. Some of these are platform discovery technologies that require a lot of staff, a lot of researchers, a lot of money, right, to advance a technology platform. Xontogeny is focused on taking an identified product that has shown some activity in either cell line or a preclinical translational model, some animal data that might exist, and figuring out what do we need now to advance this efficiently and successfully into the clinic with a goal to get to a good phase 2 study that will be a solid proof of concept in a given disease. This is particularly applicable to rare disease where you understand the targets typically, and you can try to identify how much activity you're driving against that target and if that could be translated into patients. And so in those scenarios, showing safety in your IND enabling work, oftentimes you can go right into patients because of the risk benefit and working with the FDA to do your phase 1, 2 in a patient population where you can maybe get marker data, some suggestion that you've got activity and at least safety in patients. But then moving toward in the rare disease, I think the nuances of what a phase 1 and a phase 2 and a phase 3 look like are a little bit challenged because you can get definitive proof of concept on a small population. Avexis is a good example of that, right? Most are expecting that, Novartis having come in and purchased that company, that it's going to be approved on a very small sample of patients that showed a very compelling clinical data set. So that's something that can be managed with outsourcing to the right CROs, with a small focused team to manage the right design of that study, to work with the patient communities that come together and help with patient recruitment, awareness, that sort of thing. And so while our model is being applied across various diseases, we have a inflammatory bowel disease company, we have one that's looking at cancer, we have another one looking at anti-infectives. We also think it's very conducive to the rare disease market, and in fact we have a company that we're incubating that's a biobetter antibody in the rare disease space that will hopefully launch later this year, and talk more about that. But I think in this case, and you see other examples of this alternative R&D model or aggregator model, specifically in the rare disease. I admire what BridgeBio and Sidon is doing by creating programs and companies in the rare disease space, and they're finding good success. So that rare disease application could apply to Xontogeny, even though we are looking at a variety of different therapeutic areas. So we're excited. I have a place in my heart in the rare disease space from my Duchenne experience and being CEO of Sarepta. So I would love to find ways to stay involved in the rare disease community, and I think Xontogeny offers a great model to do that.